Introduction to accounting. For accounting, guys, you need a CR book. Okay. Try to use a big book. You don't have a book. What you do is go to that room, like this, go there, and get some A4 papers. Right? Make sure you are using a CR book. If you are having a small book for today, you can use that, but make sure you change it to a CR book. Right. Cambridge O level. Only 2 in a table. Now, 3 gangsters are going, but only 2 in a table it seems. Right. Okay. Okay. Hey. Give a heading saying Introduction to Accounting. Under that, now that's your main heading. Under that, a small question. What is the difference between bookkeeping? What is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting? What is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting? That's a question that you need to take. What is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting? What is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting? Right? Difference between bookkeeping and accounting. Sit here. First row is reserved for you, it's in. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now you know the answer, no? Yeah. Okay. I'll give 30 seconds for you all to settle, then I start. After some time, I'll tell about this full-time program. How is it going to work? What are we going to do? And exams in 10 months' time. Be prepared, okay? So there is no time to relax. You can't have a target like, okay, I'm going to start studying in like 3 months' time. In 3 months' time, a lot of work will be done. And if you want to start in 3 months' time, in 3 months, you will see that, okay? So regularly, from the beginning, make sure you are properly starting. And accounting, easiest subject on earth, A for accounting. Yeah, right. Now listen. In a business, everything that happens in a business. Now, what a business will do? Business will have to pay salary to the staff. Business might have to pay rent for the premises. Business will be buying goods. Business will be selling goods. Everything that happens in a business, what do you call it as? Very good. Transaction, right? Everything that happens in a business, what do you call it as? Transaction. Other thing that you need to know, whenever there is a transaction, you have to record it. You can't just ignore. Let's say you paid electricity bill 10,000. You have to record it somewhere saying we paid electricity bill 10,000. We paid rent 5,000, right? We paid cleaning 2,000. We are buying goods for 10,000. We are selling goods for 20,000. So everything that happens in a business, you have to record it. All the transactions should be recorded. You know what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping means recording of what? Transactions. When you record transactions, that is what you mean by bookkeeping. Now I have a question. Do you do it on a regular basis or at the end of a given period? What do you think? On a regular basis. Now today you might pay for cleaning, then you have to record it today. Tomorrow you might pay salary, you pay salary, right? So then you have to record it. Everything that happens on a regular basis, you have to keep on recording them. Now tell me, what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping means recording of what? Transactions. Bookkeeping means recording of transactions, and it is done on a regular basis. Understood what is bookkeeping? Right. Small note below this. Right. Bookkeeping means recording of transactions. Bookkeeping means recording of transactions, which is done on a regular basis. Which is done on a regular basis. Bookkeeping means recording of transactions, which is done on a regular basis. Right. You know what is accounting now? So remember, bookkeeping means when you record the transactions. Huh? What is accounting? Preparing what? Financial statements. Why do you prepare financial statements? To calculate what? Profit or loss. A business needs to find if the business is making profit or loss, right? To calculate the profit or loss. For that purpose, you do what? Accounting. Later, you will be, in case if anyone has not done these financial statements, you will be doing it later. When you do that, that is prepared in order to calculate the profit, something known as an income statement, right? So accounting is where you prepare these financial statements. Why do you prepare the financial statements? To calculate the profit. Now I have a question. Do you calculate the profit every day, or at the end of the month, at the end of the year? How does it work? At the end of a given period or on a regular basis? At the end of a given period. You don't calculate the profit every day. Today's profit how much? Tomorrow's profit how much? No. That is calculated at the end of a given period, right? Okay. So you can say accounting means preparing what? Preparing financial statements. Accounting means preparing financial statements, which is done on a regular basis or at the end of a given period. At the end of a given period. Which is done at the end of a given period. Which is done at the end of a given period. Right? So bookkeeping means recording of transactions, which is done on a regular basis. Accounting means preparing financial statements, which is done at the end of a given period. So I'm going to jumble and ask, Uzair, you're going to give me the answer first. Okay. You're looking at that, no? Utamate. Now the question is this, right? Now you learned this, no? Properly under control, no? Right? What is capital? Sorry, we didn't learn that, no? No, we'll come back to this. Which is done on a regular basis. Bookkeeping. Then what is done at the end of a given period? Accounting. Preparing financial statements is bookkeeping, correct? No? Preparing financial bookkeeping. Then preparing financial statements is what? Accounting. Then what is bookkeeping? Come. What is bookkeeping? Keeping books. No, that is bookkeeping. You're opening a book and keeping, no? Bookkeeping. Yako, what is bookkeeping then? Recording transactions. Okay, good. Suddenly when I jumble and all, you get confused, no? What man? Right. So this is the first part. Online, I hope you all are under control, right? Okay. So that is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting, the initial start that you need to know, right? Now the main thing that you are going to start with, what is it? You tell me, will you? Assets. Assets. Tell will you assets. Like that. You did this, but you didn't word didn't come. Right. the accounting equation. Give a subheading saying the accounting equation. You know what is the accounting equation? Assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. At any given point in time, when you add the capital and liabilities, it should be equal to assets. Assets equals capital plus liabilities. That is the formula, the equation, the accounting equation, right? Now let's see. Now listen, if you want to find accounting, very simple, these three definitions, and after this I'll be teaching you incomes and expenses. You have to be like properly good at it. You can't have any confusions there. If you are good at it, you will be under control, right? Okay. What is an asset? Subheading below this. What is an asset? What is an asset? Tell you. Resources owned by the business. That is what you learned before. No, it's changing. That was a very basic definition. Now, product down whenever do whenever. Tell you. Tell. Assets. You all did accounting, it's in. Who taught you all? Me. Oh my God. Oh my God. See, will you? Shit. All right. Then what? What did I teach? Assets are resources controlled by the business. Ownership is not a must. For example, let's say you take a loan from the bank. You'll be getting money, right? Do you own it? Or should you repay it? You have to repay. But still the money is with you and you can do whatever you want with that money. So you have control over that. So remember, the proper definition is assets are, no, very basic definition you might have learned. Assets are resources owned by the business. But now you have to change it. Assets are actually the resources not owned. Assets are resources controlled by the business. Is that clear? Right? I'll give you some examples. Take this furniture. Can I do whatever I want with this furniture? If I want, I break it. Can I do that? I can. My furniture, I will break it. Now, currently it's black color. I'm colorblind, black color, no, right. I want to paint it in white. Can I do that? Yeah, I can do whatever I want with this furniture. Then this furniture is an asset to me. Take this projector, right? If I want, I use it. If I want, I break it. If I want, I remove it, keep it in the cupboard. Can I do whatever I want with this projector? Yes. Then it is an asset to me. Why? I have control over that. Let's say I have 1 million cash with me. Can I do whatever I want with that 1 million? Do I need to get permission of anyone? No need. If I want, I'll go and buy a laptop. If I want, I'll try to buy a bicycle. I can do whatever I want with that cash, right? That means I have control over that cash. So anything that you have control over, take this laptop. I have control over this. I can do whatever I want. So any resource that I have control over is what you? Assets to the business. Understood? So what is an asset? Resources controlled by the business. What is control? You can do whatever you want with that. Right? Okay. Small note. Assets are resources. So you will need your parents' permission to buy. Actually, no need. No, you will need. I don't need. You will need because your parents are only giving you the money. Unless you steal, assets are resources. Assets are resources. What? Controlled by the business. Assets are resources controlled by the business. Assets are resources controlled by the business. Assets are resources controlled by the business. Understood what that is? And there is one more term to this definition, you have to write it. Or anything owed, O-W-E-D, anything owed to the business. I will explain what that is when I come to a example later on. For the time being, you remember assets are resources controlled by the business. Yes, some are still in that sleeping zone. Assets, okay. Writing. Careful, I am asking questions from you all only. If I feel someone is sleeping, then I ask questions from that person only. Excellent. Ready now? Uze, ready now? Uze? Yeah. We'll play a cricket match, okay? So imagine you have come to the grounds now. How do you feel? You are going to bat. Like that. No. Oh, let me see the ball. Like that. And you know, we are in a cricket match, okay? The ball is coming, running hard and coming, no focus. Right. Now, the next part. There are two types of assets. What are the two? Make a note. There are two types of assets. One, non-current assets. Two, current assets. So there are two types of assets. One is the non-current assets. Other one is going to be the current assets. Two types of assets, non-current and current. Now give a subheading below this, non-current assets. Right, now let's see what is the definition of non-current assets. Right, important. Understand, okay, don't just memorize the notes, understand, then things are going to be easier for you all. Right, let me ask you a question. Take this building. Can I use it for more than 1 year? Yes. Furniture. Can I use it for more than 1 year? Projector. Can I use it for more than 1 year? Yes. Computer. Yes. Machinery. Yes. Any resource which can be used for more than 1 year is what asset? Non-current assets. Understood? But there is one more problem. You tell me what is the problem then? There is a problem. I'll ask you a question. Platinum has bought this furniture. Did we buy the furniture to use or to sell? To use. Laptop? To use. Projector? To use. The building? To use. For you to classify something as a non-current asset, one, you should be able to use it for more than 1 year. Second, you should buy for you to use it. If you buy in order to sell, then that is not a non-current asset to you. For example, if I buy a vehicle, I'm buying a car. Why do I buy the car? For me to use it, right? Then what is it to me? Non-current asset, because I can use it for more than 1 year. Now, imagine a car sale. Car sale, why do they buy the cars? In order to sell. Did they buy the car for them to use? No. Then is it a non-current asset for them? No. Even though cars can be used for more than 1 year, they bought the car in order to sell. Then that is not a non-current asset. Now tell me, if you buy a furniture to use, what is it? Non-current asset. If you buy a furniture to sell, that is not non-current assets. It becomes a current asset, which you will be doing it later, right? So there are two conditions that is applicable if you are going to call something as non-current assets. Condition number one, you should be able to use it for more than 1 year. Condition number 2, you have to buy it with the intention of using. Understood the two conditions? Right. Let's write it. What is a non-current asset? Below this, you can say, I'll give it in point form, then it's easy. Assets that can be used, you tell me, for more than 1 year. For more than 1 year. Assets that can be used for more than 1 year. That is condition number 1. Condition number 2, buying with the intention of what? Using and not selling, right? Condition number 2, bought with the intention of using and not selling. Right? Bought with the intention of using and not selling. Clear with the two conditions? Okay. After I'm done with assets, I'll ask some questions. Head will break. Head will break. Head will rotate. Rotate. Obviously, it should rotate. No, correct? No. Yeah. Okay. Give me some examples. Furniture, machinery, land and buildings, motor vehicles, computers. Those are few examples for non-current assets. Okay. So can you write a few examples below this? You can say example, right? I'm dictating. So one after the other, write it. Example, you can say land and buildings. Land and buildings, right? Land and buildings, comma, machinery, motor vehicles, right? Land and buildings, comma, machinery, motor vehicles. Tell me you. Furniture, computers, etc. Right? So I've given you examples of some non-current assets. Okay, now let's say, Machan, let's say, what is your name? Giant. My God. It's okay. I'll call you Giant itself. What's the real name? Jahid. Okay. But Giant, look like Giant. You're buying a building. Okay, you're buying a building. Imagine you're buying a building now. Did you buy the building? You bought, no. I told you to imagine. Did you buy the building now? How did you buy? No, you didn't buy, no. You're imagining. Now, did you buy or no? No, you bought, no. If you tell yes, also a problem, no, also a problem, no? Okay. Now you bought the building. You know, why did you buy the building? For you to sell it. Is it a non-current asset? Current asset. Good. Why? Non-current asset meaning you should buy not to sell. You should buy for you to use it. Now you're buying a car. Okay. You're buying a car for you to use it. What asset? Non-current asset. Very good. You're also there, no? Seeing some faces, some familiar faces are there. Some criminals are there. Some innocent looking faces are there because first day usually faces are very innocent. Right? After 2 weeks, like that. Papu. Yeah, first day, look at these innocent faces. Oh my God, like you have never done any sin in your entire life. Yeah, like so, like my goodness. Wait, will you look at your face? Yeah, you are sleepy. No, then okay. If you are sleepy, tell I'll ask questions. Right. Okay. Are you done taking the definition of non-current assets? And are you clear with that? These are assets that can be used for more than 1 year. Right. Now give us subheading saying current assets. Current assets. Now this is important. Current assets. First, I am giving you the definition, then I will explain it to you, then it will be easy for you. This is cash or anything that can be converted, or anything that can be converted. This is cash or anything that can be converted to cash within a short period of time. Within a short period of time. This is cash or anything that can be converted to cash within a short period of time. Example, inventory, right? Trade receivables, bank cash, etc. Few examples given. Take it, I will explain why these are examples of current assets. Enna venu. Mono done. In Hindi, what do you say for enna venu? What do you want? Crow? Me mana crow? Crow apento. Crow apento. Crow apento. Crow. Apento. Crow. Kaka. Nice. Crow apento. Apento. You want. Crow is what? Crow. Crow means what? What is crow? Crow, yeah. Ado crow. Crow. What do you want? Yeah. I said what do you want only. Correct. Crow apento. Ape. To. Nice. I want to learn this language little by little. You're only my teacher. Okay. Now what do you want? I have learned. Crow apento. It can be tested for accounting exams. Learn. Crow apento. Yeah. Right. Now tell me, what is cash? Have you seen cash? Money. Right. That money is a current asset for you. The money that is there with you, that is a current asset for you. Right? Can you see the definition? This is cash. The money that you have is current asset anyway. Not only that, anything that can be converted to cash within a short period of time. In accounting, short period of time meaning less than 1 year, not 1 or 2 days. Short period of time in accounting is less than 1 year. I'll ask you a question. You know what is bank? Money that is there in your bank account. Tell me, you have about 1 million in your bank account. You go to the bank and get the money. What will they give you? They'll give you cash. So money that is there in your bank account, can you convert it to cash quickly? Do you take 1 year to go to the bank and bring the money and come? If that is the case, on the way you met with an accident, you were in coma for 366 days, then you recovered and got the money. It doesn't happen that way, no, right? So which means money in the bank. You can convert it into cash very quickly. Understood? That's why bank is an example of what asset? Current asset. Not only that, I'll start with this. Inventory. Right. Car sale. Why did they buy the car? To sell. Non-current asset or current asset? Current asset. Because they didn't buy to use it, right? They are buying in order to sell. Then it's a current asset. And you know what is it for them? What current asset? Inventory. Whatever you buy in order to sell. What do you call it as? Inventory. Right. Now tell me. If you sell this, what do you get? Cash. The moment you sell the car, you will be getting cash, right? So that means inventory can be converted into cash within a short period of time. Understood? Therefore, it's an example of what asset? Current asset. Finally, this is important. You know what is trade receivables? You are selling on credit. Let's say for 10,000 rupees. Tell me, will you get the money immediately? No, right? If you sell on credit, let's say you gave about 1 month time for them to pay. They will give you the cash after 1 month. Agreed? Right. Whenever you sell on credit, you give a name to those people. What is the name? Trade receivables. Why? You have to receive money from them. Agreed? If you sell on credit, after some time, you have to receive money from them, right? Then you know what is the name that you give to those people? Trade receivables. Trade receivables, they owe the business money. They have to pay you money, right? Okay. When they pay you the money, what do you get? Cash. That means trade receivables can be converted into cash within a short period of time. For them to pay, it doesn't take 1 year and all. Maximum 1 month, 1.5 months, you will be getting the money. Is that clear? So these are the examples given for current assets now. Fine. Now I have some questions from you. You have to tell me whether it is a current asset or a non-current asset. Okay? Some practical examples. I know you have visited these places now. Right. You go to Apico. How many have not gone to Apico? Okay. Imagine either Apico, Damro. Where else? Keels. Yeah, go, not Keels now. I'm looking at furniture. Apico and Damro. Right. Anyone who has not visited any of these two places? Right. Everyone has visited. If you go there, have you seen there is a furniture section? Okay. That furniture, is it a non-current asset or a current asset? Non-current. Throw up into. Non-current. Cambridge. O-level in 2 years. 1 year only. Non-current. Current. They are having the furniture for them to use or sell. Sell. That means anything that they buy in order to sell is what? Inventory. It's a current asset. Understood? Right. You go to a car sale and there are cars. Can you use a car for more than 1 year? Yes. Then what asset for you? Still current asset. Why current asset? Why did they buy the car? To sell. They are not buying in order to use. Understood? So even though you can use it for more than 1 year, they bought it to sell. Then what is it for them? Inventory. Current assets. Understood? Right. Look at this. Platinum AC. ACE. What is it to platinum? Non-current assets. Why? Can you use it for more than 1 year? No. Is this for sale? No. This we have bought it for us to use it. Take this projector. Look at this projector. What is it to platinum? Non-current assets. You can use it for more than 1 year and it's not for sale. You have bought it for you to use. Take the furniture. What is it? Non-current assets. Okay. Now you are going into a grocery shop. Grocery shop, near the cashier, have you seen there is a table? He opens this thing, puts the cash there. Now that table, I'm referring to that table. A table like this. Where in a grocery shop, what is it for them? Is that for sale? You are going to a grocery shop to buy the table and come. No. So why are they having that table? For them to use. Understood? Then what is it for them? Non-current assets. And that table can be used for more than 1 year as well. Clear with the difference? Non-current, current. Okay? Right. Ready no? Ready no? Accounting is easy no? Easy. That's what. See, first time doing accounting, she's telling accounting is the easiest subject on earth. It seems she told. I asked easy. She was like, no, it's the easiest subject on earth. Jupiter. All right. Online. Online. Very easy. Let's see video. Let's see. Mohammed Ali, where are you from? The ones who are online, can you tell me, is everyone from Sri Lanka? Now, before I move to the next one, assets are done, nah? Assets are done. One of the major things is done. You are from Saudi Arabia. Okay. Others who are online, there is a chat option on the side. Okay. If you go to that and in the laptop, there is keyboard. In that keyboard, just put few letters and see, it will go to that. Just type and enter. I will get the message. Like that. Okay. Right. Well, page email, mooch email. Set it on. Dead. You know why? They looked at this gym body in front of the camera and they couldn't. They are you itself getting a cough. My goodness. Salma from Sri Lanka. Okay. I am also from Sri Lanka. All right. Done. Now, Macham, before I start with the liabilities, let me just take about 3, 4, 5 minutes and explain how this full-time program is going to work. And yeah. So each subject, guys, now if you take accounting, in a week, how many classes are there? 2. Today is actually not the accounting day. Did you get the timetable? Okay, what is it today? Actually economics. But our Jol body is there, no? Savazin. He is there. He is coming only on the 7th. Right. So next week he will be there. So today is supposed to be economics. Accounting is on Thursday. The slot which I am doing, it's actually Monday and Thursday. Did they mention who is doing it on Monday, who is doing it on Thursday? Right. Everything is mentioned. So when it comes to accounting, this is how it's going to work. Right. Every week you will have 2 classes. One on Monday, one on Thursday. Monday is done by Sir Rishan, right? He has been teaching for the last 3 years for the full time as well. He is a prize winner, right? For ACC also, he got the world prize for 2 or 3 subjects, if I'm not mistaken. Very good. So you don't have to worry anything about it, right? On Thursdays, I'm doing. Okay. So this Thursday, I will be coming again. And then some of the topics, right? Majority of the topics I will be doing. Some of the topics Rishan will be doing. And when it comes to papers, most of the papers I will be completing, right? So it will be like a mixture of both. So after I teach the basics, I'm moving to the financial statements. So Rishan will be doing the double entries to books of prime entries and all those. I'm moving to the main topics like depreciation, bad debts and all those, right? After I'm done with the basics, okay? The other thing that you need to know, now that's about accounting. The speed at which that you all have to work, you all need to put a lot of effort. Some people have asked me, can I do O-levels in 1 year? An says it all depends on you. If you put in effort, you can. There are people who have got A stars, 5 A stars after doing O-level in 1 year. There are people who just got like A's and B's and C's after doing O-level in 1 year. The reason, if you start late, things are going to be very difficult. People who got that regular, good results, what happened is they started from the beginning. So y'all can change your mindset. Y'all are starting fresh from today, from the beginning, all the subjects are starting. We will be completing the full syllabus, past papers, everything will be done, right? Even though it looks like 1 year, because we are having classes twice a week. So we have enough and more time to complete everything, right? But you will have a bit of extra homework compared to whatever the part-time classes get. The reason there is more work to be done over here, right? So that is about starting and not starting late. Okay. So don't ever think, no, certain things which I'm teaching here, some people might be thinking, okay, I've already done. I know this, no? Okay, let's relax. You relax for the rest of the other topics also. When I start, it can be a complicated one. Still you will relax because your blood system is not used to concentrating. Suddenly concentrating is difficult. So you have to get used to it, right? And most of the students, I think I know already what your performance is and how you all are performing. I think you all can get better. Some are new faces, right? Some are old faces. Yeah. Right. New faces I'll get to know. Some are looking extremely innocent. Let's see. I know you all are not that innocent, right? If anyone is feeling cold, let me know. Cold behind, under control. Here and all under control, because I am from Switzerland. The thing is, I am used to these minus degrees. Where am I from? Switzerland. Where is Switzerland? Europe. Sure. Excellent. Huh? In Earth or in Jupiter? Both. Earth. Then Mars? No. Okay. In Earth, no? For me, science, I don't know. Like I just asked. Even if you have given me the wrong answer, I wouldn't have known anyway. Right. Okay. And the other thing, guys, I know at the start, your discipline will anyway be good. After like 1 month, I know you'll form gangs. Yeah, that one, this one. Just remember, okay, in the full-time classes, especially discipline, we are monitoring to the highest level. Okay. I think you would have got a rules and regulations code as well. Okay. So you have to be very careful with that. There are CCTV cameras everywhere. There can be some guys here who might be addicted to vaping or whatever. In platinum classes or in the washroom or anywhere it happens, in advance I'm telling you, machang, gather at home. You do anything outside, that's not our concern. During platinum hours, you can't do anything stupid and get caught. I'm not going to mention any other thing. I'm just telling you some examples, right? Okay, so make sure you're at your highest level of discipline when you're here, right? Okay. Now we are done with assets. Any questions? Riha, you know everything, no? Yeah? She is telling, I know everything, sir. Don't worry about it. I know everything. I am a good study. Correct, no? Huh? No, you don't know that. After teaching also, you don't know. No, you know or you don't know? You know. That's why I don't know. Yeah. She know. You know or you know? You know. Then see English, the confusion. Pronounce this. No. Pronounce this. What the hell, bang? No. This English is bad. Injurious to health, harmful to health, worse than cancer. So I'm coming up with a new dictionary in 2025. Don't worry. I met Sir Wazim yesterday. Muhammad Ali, where did you meet Sir Wazim yesterday? You said you're from Saudi, no? You only invited him for some lunch or dinner and gave us something. I don't know. He has put a story on Instagram. I get it. Ivana Avan. Right. Now, if I come to Saudi, the most important thing which I need is orange juice. With the biryani that you're going to give, make a note and keep. Make a note and keep. Okay, I'm coming in search of you. All right. Now let's move to the next part. We are done with assets. What is a liability? What is a liability? Hey Rahma, why are you smiling on both are Rahma? Only one Rahma is there, no? Both are looking, I got scared. What is a liability? Who said you're upset that your friends are in Edexcel and you're here? Upset? No. Superb. During the break, you meet them. See, you will study. Your grade, I can see now. For accounting, it's a very good grade. Do you know that? Don't know. I can see spiritual power is there. Right. It's called this you don't know English. Crow apento I know. Hey, it is cold. How do you? Is it cold? How do you ask in Maiman? Is it cold? Cool, eh? Cool. I. Kulai. Kulai. Yeah. Kulai. Croapento kulai. Right. Now that one only, what's the temperature for that? 22 is cold for you. You have to consult a doctor. Cold. Croai. Okay, it's okay. Still give it at 20. You start sweating. But man, like you're pregnant? No. No. Like you're holding the stomach and waiting. I got scared. Put the phone to silent. Right. What is a liability? Let's write a note. I'll explain it after we take it. These are the financial obligations of a business. These are the financial obligations of a business. These are the financial obligations of a business. That is, IE means that is the business owes money to someone. The business owes money to someone. These are the financial obligations of a business. That is, the business owes money to someone. Yes. Right. Now I'll explain what is a liability. Okay, liability. You go to the bank and you take a loan. and they give you a loan of 100,000. Remember, it's a loan, right? You get money, no? Does that money belong to you permanently, or should you repay it after some time? You have to repay it after some time, right? Then it's a liability because that does not belong to you. That is someone else's money that you are using, and you owe the money to the bank, correct? No? You owe them the money. Therefore, what is it to you? Liability. So what are financial obligations? Meaning of financial obligations is business owes money to someone. I'll give another example. You are taking a loan from a friend. Does that money belong to you? No. Then you owe money to your friend, right? If you have taken a loan, you owe your friend. Then what is it to you? Liability. So what is the definition of a liability? Business means, imagine you are running the business. When you owe money to whom? To people. If you owe money to anyone, it's a liability. Understood? Right. There are two types of liabilities. Let's take the next part. There are two types of liabilities. There are two types of liabilities. Tell will you? First one, current and non-current. Non-current and current. Huh? Non-current liability is the first one, and the second one, current liability. So it's non-current liability and current liability. Okay, non-current liability and current liability. Now let's see what is the definition of non-current liability. So you can give a subheading saying non-current liability. Non-current liability. Tell me, what is a non-current liability? Huh? More than 1 year. What do you mean by more than 1 year? Let's say you take a loan from a friend and your friend tells you, take 3 years and pay the money. Can you take more than 1 year to pay the money back? Yes, he is telling give the money in 3 years, right? So if you can take more than 1 year to repay the money, that is what liability? Non-current liability. But if you have to repay within 1 year's time, that will become what liability? Current liability. Let's say you take a bank loan, the bank is telling we need the money in 6 months. What liability? Current. You take a bank loan, the bank is telling you can take 3 years to pay. What liability? Non-current liability. Understood the difference? Right. Okay. So non-current liability, small definition. You can say these are the liabilities where the business can take. The business can take more than 1 year or less than 1 year? More than 1 year, right? The business can take more than 1 year. More than 1 year to repay. These are the liabilities where the business can take more than 1 year to repay, right? So if you can take more than 1 year to repay, that is a non-current liability. Example, long-term bank loan. Example, long-term bank loan. Any long-term loan is non-current liability. Non-current liability done. Now I'm moving to current liability. Okay. Non-current liabilities, colors. Subheading, current liability. What is the current liability? How long can you take to repay the money? You have to repay the money within 1 year's time, right? These are the liabilities. These are the liabilities which should be repaid. Which should be repaid. These are the liabilities which should be repaid within 1 year's time. Within 1 year's time. These are the liabilities which should be repaid within 1 year's time. Which should be repaid within 1 year's time. Okay, so if you have to repay within 1 year, it's a current liability. Example, short-term loans, trade payables, bank overdraft. Short-term loans, trade payables, bank overdraft. Short-term loans, trade payables, bank overdraft. What is short-term in accounting? Less than 1 year. So if you take a loan and if you have to repay within 1 year, that is a short-term loan. So within 1 year meaning current liability. Can you tell me what is a trade payable? Trade receivable is should you receive or pay money? Receive money. So what is trade payable? You have to pay money. Why? Because earlier you sold on credit. Then you have to receive money, right? If you sell on credit, you have to receive money. You know what's happening here? You are buying on credit. If you buy on credit, let's say you're buying a phone on credit, you didn't pay on the spot, you will pay later. So you owe money to that shop. Then it's a trade payable for you. If you buy on credit, you have to pay them money later. That's your trade payables. You know what is bank overdraft? But taking more money than what you have from your bank account. Your bank account might have 2,000 rupees. You take 5,000 rupees. How much extra did you take? 3,000. Now think, if you take 3,000 extra, you owe money to the bank, right? Then it's a bank overdraft. So what is bank overdraft? Taking more money than what you have from your bank account. Understood? That is the definition of bank overdraft. Now the last part of this, after I teach you this, we will have a break. Okay? Current liability is done. The last one, what is capital? This is a simple definition. Right? What is capital? Now, I forgot. Let's see. Will you give the answer or not? You will give. Sure. Sure, no? Tell me the two conditions to classify something as a non-current asset. Okay. Alabinju, fish tomato. Right. Good. Now a girl. Then only little balance, no. Accounting, you have to always balance. Rama, you will give me the answer. Meaning, tell yes, will you? positive energy is required. Even if you don't know the answer, you have to tell, yes, I am giving the answer. So you have to give the answer, no? Right. Punching, pong, ping, 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 ping. I'm thinking about the question. Okay. Resources owned by the business or resources controlled by the business is the definition of liability. Resources owned by the business or resources controlled by the business is the definition of a liability. Controlled, wrong. That is the definition of an asset. Both are wrong. Definition of liability is resources not owned or controlled. What is it? Financial obligations of a business. See the way I'm asking the question? Both answers are wrong. You have to be careful. Right. So what is assets? Resources controlled by the business. What is a liability? Financial obligations of a business. Right. Now, jaldi karo. Right. Tumhara khaan pakro. Right. Now you'll give me the answer. Bookkeeping is क्या? Bookkeeping is preparing financial statements. No. Bookkeeping is preparing financial statements. Correct? No. Correct. What is bookkeeping? Daily transactions you have to record. That is only bookkeeping. No. Then what is accounting? Preparing financial. Yeah. What do you prepare? Financial statements. Right. What is done on a regular basis? Bookkeeping. What is done at the end of a given period? Accounting. Short-term loan is an example of non-current liability. Current liability, short-term. Long-term loans, non-current liability. Trade receivable is an example of current assets. Trade payable is an example of current liability. Clear? Bank overdraft is current asset. Yeah, no, correct. Yeah, bank overdraft is what? Current asset. Nonsense. Liability. See, I'm asking questions in a way. Yeah. After? Off the track. Who? My question is not off the track. You are not on the track. That's the problem. Yeah. Not off the track. Who's it? Tell me, who's it? What is this? Right. What is capital? The last part. What is capital? If I want to start a business, let's say you want to start an institute like this. Do you tell your parents, mom, dad, I'm going to start an institute? You just go to the road and just start. You need to invest. What and what you need to invest on? You need to buy building. You get a building, correct? After you get the building, you need to partition the classrooms. You have to get these tables. You have to get these chairs. Put a projector. These all these things, ACs. For all these, you need what? Money. Without making an investment, you can't start a business. So you know what? Before you start a business, owner has to invest money into the business. Money means in so many things. Money is spent on AC, projectors, right? Furniture, tape, all these items. So resources invested by the owner into the business is what you mean by capital. So what is capital? Resources invested by the owner into the business is what you mean by capital. Very simple definition, right? Don't say money, say resources, because it's not only money that is invested. Even if he puts a furniture into the business, that is again capital. So you can say resources invested by the owner. Resources invested by the owner into the business. Resources invested by the owner into the business is capital. Right? Resources invested by the owner into the business is capital. Understood? So we are done with assets, liability, capital. Right? This is an income. What is an income? What is an income? Right? Online, do you all hear me? Can you please confirm? Yep. Okay, great. What is an income? Tell me, Liu. Income. Income. Income is? No. Huh? Money coming in monthly basis is income. Profit is income. Earning money is income. The money that you eat. Per day. Hey, income. Sure, you are a legendary king, no? Yeah, legendary king is there. Next time come with a blazer. Okay, you have to be with a blazer. Right. You know what is an income? Anything that is going to increase the profit of the business. If any activity that's going to increase the profit of the business, when you make a profit only, it's good for the business, right? So any item that increases the profit is an income. If your profit is going to reduce, then what is it to you? It's an expense. So it's a very simple thing. So what is an income? Anything that will increase the profit of the business, right? Small note. Anything that will increase, anything that will increase the profit made by the business, anything that will increase the profit made by the business is an income. Example. Can you tell me what is the main income? Sales. Very good. Only if you sell, you can make a profit. No, let's say you are doing a grocery shop. Customers should come to you and you have to sell. Only when you sell, you can make a profit. If you close the business and keep, you can't make a profit. If no customers come to you, you can't make a profit. So whenever you sell, remember that is where you start making profits. That is your main income. Example, sales. But there is another name that is given for sales. Revenue. This is your main income. Huh? Remember, sales is your main income. Apart from this, discount received is an income. When you receive a discount, it's an income. Rent received. What is rent received? If you have given your property for rent, you get money. That's an income. Rent received is an income. Interest received is an income. Commission received is an income. Commission received is an income. So these are few examples of incomes. Right? Revenue, discount received, rent received, interest received, commission received. Income is done. Kalas. One last item now. What is it then? Expense. Let's come to that. The last thing, what is an expense? What is an expense? What is an expense? Wait. Huh?
Went down.
Went down. Your friends are there. Friends are there. Huh? Next time you get late, you'll be with the friends. Okay. Not with these friends, huh? That friends. What is an expense? What is it? You give me the answer. Alaminju, correct. Anything that will reduce the profit made by the business. Anything that increases the profit in income, anything that will reduce the profit is an expense. So you can write a small note. Anything that will reduce. Anything that will reduce the profit. Anything that will reduce the profit made by the business. Anything that will reduce the profit made by the business is an expense. Anyone new to Platinum? Which school you're from? Panadura. You're from Panadura, you're coming here. Where do you live? From Berwala, you're coming here. Every day traveling there. Yeah. How long it's taking? 1.5 hours? ICM. Panadura, not Panadura. Panadura. Who else? Which school? Huh? Rauda Alpha. Where is that? Maligaon. School, yeah. Yeah. Royal Institute. Havelock or Nugegoda? Havelock. Which school you are from? You said you are new to Platinum, no? Which school? You didn't go to school, private, okay. Where? Havelock. Havelock Royal Institute, meaning this innocent face is not innocent, I know. Criminals. Yeah, just told. Who else? School? Vidura. So you did local, still grade 8 or whatever. Grade 10, year 10. You're also new to Platinum. Royal Institute. Same class. Which school? Huh? Dharmapala. Okay. Local syllabus. You did. Okay. Why suddenly change to London? No trust in the government system. O level is postponing. A level is postponing. Anyone else here? Okay. Liston. St. Joseph Nugegoda. Right. Now, how do I pronounce this name? Can someone help me to pronounce this name? I am new this one. Huh? Never. Are you very sure? Yeah, is that correct? Never. If she tells no, you are gone. Yes, it's him. She's your friend. Classmate. That's why you like full confidence is telling. Never Benedict. Initially, I thought it's a boy's name. But then you told it's your classmate. No, I figured out. I was having a small gender confusion. It's a girl. Confirmed. Right. Neva. Okay. Right. So we are done taking the definition. Hi. Done taking the definition of who is my classmate. And that question is there. Tell your name. Simra. Simran or Simra? Simra. Simra is your classmate, it seems. Again, classmate here. Oh, hi. You know, this is not the time for you to communicate between you both and see, will you? She is telling one, she is telling, oh, hi. No, I have to tell her. Tell, will you know, hi, it's him. Tell bye. and finish it off. Buy. She told buy, get lost now, right? Okay. Now tell me, what is the main expense, guys? In order to sell, you need to do something. Correct. In order to sell, you need to purchase first. No. So that is your main expense of the business. Is that clear? Can you write example? Example, purchases. Now, can you tell me few other examples of expenses in a business? Rent that you pay, electricity that you pay, salary that you pay, discounts that you give, discount allowed, right? Insurance, water bills, all these are examples of expenses to the business. So can you write a few examples? Purchases, rent, insurance, right? Purchases, rent, insurance, electricity. Don't use tax for the time being. Electricity. What else? Discount allowed. Discount allowed is where you give discounts. Discount allowed. Tell you. Discount allowed. What else? Salaries that you pay, right? You call it as wages and salaries. So I'm giving a few examples: wages and salaries, etc. Okay. So the main part is done where you have to take the definitions. Next class itself, I might be starting most probably the income statement part. After I teach you a few more things, directly income statement, then all the main topics I'll be starting. Neva. Here, which school? My Avenue. See, when I look at the faces, I know which school did you go to. You get it? That's because of what? Spiritual power. Excellent. Oh, hi. Private. Okay. But this is public. Right. Done taking the definitions. Now, Machan, a small question. Next class, you'll be getting a tune, but for today, one small question that you have to deal with. Can you say question? If you get all 15 correct, I'm calling you in front and giving you an award. If you get all 15 correct, I'm calling you in front and giving you an award. Okay, let's see. Like that. It's a small reward. Let's see what is that award. Now, what will motivate you? So you need money. For this basic question to get it right, you need money. What is your name? Abdurrahman. Money, no? Tariq. How about y'all? What reward? Online is asking what reward. No, first see what is the reward I am going to give for physical. After that, you decide if you need the reward or not. Okay. The reward is if you get all 15 correct. If you are a boy, you have to come here and do 15 push-ups. If you are a girl, 15 squats. Because physical health is more important. Yeah. Thank God I'm online, not thank God. There also you have to do. Right? And you have to tell someone to take a video of you doing push-ups and quickly on the spot send it to me. Right? Anyone who gets 15 right, be ready. Yeah? So what are you going to do? Physical fitness is important, right? Yeah. You're paying money and going to the gym. Here, without paying money, gymming. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you prefer? Abdurrahman, tell me, Abdurrahman. Correct, but home, no motivation. No. Now go and play match in a ground where people are cheering for you. No? If you go and play alone, no, here people are watching you. Do show your power. Right? Go and come and show. And after you come back, show your muscles. Now, when I show, you can't see anything. But you'll show, like, right. Let's start. State if the following is an asset, liability, income, or expense. Here, what is your main income? Sales. What is your main expense? Purchases. Good. So you don't have to mention whether it's a non-current asset or a current asset. No. If it is an asset, just the asset, right? Okay. First one. Trade receivables. On the side, you can put the answer. Second one, trade payables. Third one, inventory. Fourth one, bank loan. Fifth one, purchases. Sixth, sales. Seventh, discount received. Eighth one, discount allowed. Ninth one, seventh is discount received, eighth is discount allowed. Ninth one, insurance. 10th one, cash. 11th one, motor vehicles. 12th, rent received. 13th, bank. 14th, bank overdraft. 15th, machinery. Done. All 15 done. Taking the question is done. No answer. Who is going to do the push-ups? Push-up. Push-up. Background how long? It doesn't matter. Let's say more than 1 year, but less than 1 year. Okay. You don't have to mention whether it's current or not current. Asset, liability, capital. Very easy. Urban, you don't work, they can come to your house and live up. Okay. Right? Take a minute. Your brother. Go. Good. Pretty sure. Let's see. And starting first day itself, they are gone. See, you think you know everything. Which one? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Finish. All the way from behavior. After that, thinking behavior. Excellent. Every day from here, what time you leave? 4 o'clock. Then you will be here by 5:30. 4 o'clock you will leave in the morning. You will IT also. Are you in computer science? Okay. 4 o'clock you left. I thought the platinum keys are with me. We have to open platinum. The way you told 4 o'clock he left. Like 6 o'clock has to open platinum and his keys are not with you, no? I'm like, without my knowledge, who knows? Like, he also has gone. So I'm done. Am I allowed to unmute and speak, but no squats? Please, I already go to gym. Romba paining. I can't do squats. So you already go to the gym, no? Let's see if you're actually going to the gym, huh? If you're going to the gym, you have to be more fit, no? Then these things are more easy. Okay, let's start. I want to check it out, one by one. Trade receivables. Asset. If you are being specific, what asset was that? Current assets. Okay, but you don't have to mention that. You can just put assets. Asset. Which one? Before even telling trade payable, you are telling liability. I'm still in trade receivable. All right. Now, trade payables. What is it? Liability. Inventory. Right. Inventory is what? Asset. No short forms. You know, no? Especially for assets, no short forms. Now, like, why did you laugh now? I'm writing the full thing. Asset. Why did you laugh now? Now, let's erase one letter by letter. Like, short form. Don't use short forms, Bank loan. Liability. See, if you just leave it like this, liar. No need, no. Liability. Purchases. Excellent. Expense. Purchases is the main expense to the business, right? What is sales? Income. Sales is your main income to the business. Purchases is the main expense. Sales is your main income, right? Discount received. Income. When you receive a discount, it's an income to you. What do you mean by discount allowed? You are giving a discount. So when you give a discount, what is it to you? Expense. Discount allowed is expense, right? What is insurance? Very good. Expense. Insurance meaning when you are using a motor vehicle and all, every year you have to get that insurance. So that if your vehicle meets with an accident, insurance company will compensate for you. So in Sri Lanka, it's compulsory that you have this insurance. Without that, you can't ride a vehicle, right? So that's an expense. Every year you have to pay. Insurance is expense. What is cash? Asset. Motor vehicle. What asset? Non-current. Why? You can use it for more than 1 year. Motor vehicle is an asset. Great. When you receive rent, income. What if you're paying rent? Expense. So when you receive rent, it's an income. So rent received is an income. Bank. Asset. What is bank overdraft? Great. Liability. What is the definition of bank overdraft? When you take more than what you have from which account? Bank account. You are taking more money than what you have from your bank account. So bank overdraft is a liability. Machinery. Asset. Assets. Machinery is an asset. Now how many got all 15 correct? How many got 15 correct but not putting the hand up? Not putting the hand up. I need to see those people. No, Jawad say. If she does squats in front here, that will be one of the signs of world ending. Seriously. Is Scott say Ramunja? All right. Okay, so many people have got everything correct but not putting the hand up due to what? Due to the award. See, will you? So who is ready for the award? You are ready for the award? 15 push-ups. Huh? Elaine. Right. So, before you come the next class, please do a favor, especially who are doing it for the first time or maybe a bit in this. Go through all this, because if the first class, the lesson is under control, you will find accounting to be very simple. If you are struggling with this, things are going to be difficult later on, right? So I will see you again on Thursday, guys. Right? On Thursday, I'll be coming again. See you then. Have fun. Enjoy life. Tata, bye. Take care. Right.